Hello Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it, and what actions you guys plan on taking in each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? So we do have the Empress, we do have the 10 of Cups, and then we also have the King of Cups. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Justice card to the Ace of Pentacles. And then we also have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, Gemini, there's somebody here that you really, really, really love and really, really want to be with, and really, really want things to essentially work out with, is basically what I'm getting. Now, this could be a new person, or this could be somebody that you already have a lot of history with. But man, when it comes down to this person, I just kind of see you giving this person, this dynamic that you share with this person, all that you got. Primarily because you really, really do want things to work out between the two of you. You really do want you know, this person in your life, and you really, really want to be a part of theirs. So I just kind of see you giving this relationship that you share with this person all that you got. It's basically what I'm getting. Okay. Now we have the Ace of Swords to the 10 of Swords. We also have the Queen of Pentacles to the Star out here. I'm not entirely sure where we're getting this energy for this person, because it kind of clashes with the energy that you were harnessing, but I guess you'll know how this kind of makes sense when it comes down to your situation with this person. But okay, all right. This person tends to question like how bad you really do want this dynamic here between the two of you. They tend to question that a lot, because there's times, according to the energy that I'm seeing here, there's times where you cause this person to basically think you don't really love them, you don't really care about them, and you don't really want this relationship between the two of you to work. And yes, there are times where you cause this person to feel like you really do love them, and that you really do care about them, and that you really do want this relationship to work. So this whole, like, you know, you telling them that you love them and that they mean everything to you, and that, you know, you just can't picture or fathom your life without them, and you really want this dynamic, you know, between the two of you to work. Like, I don't know, you know, they're kind of looking at you like, I don't know about all that, Gemini, like, because according to them and the energy that I'm seeing here, you've done things to cause this person to think otherwise. And you've also have done things to cause them to essentially think, all right, you know, it is true. Like, they do love me because of this, and they do care about me because of that. But there's times where you make this person feel like that is not the case. And I'm just going based off of according to the energy that I'm seeing here, because I didn't get any sort of energy coming from you making it seem like you're not serious about them or your relationship with them, or making it seem like you don't love them or care about them. But I don't know, like, it's just showing up in their energy that there's times where you make this person think that you really do love them and care about them, and there's times where you kind of make this person think that they don't mean anything to you. It's like they feel like you're playing with their emotions, is basically what I'm getting. We have the Three of Cups, we got the Devil, and then we also have the Six of Wands. This to me kind of feels like there's a massive fucking elephant in the room. It's interesting because I'm looking at like the Devil as like the elephant in the room. Whatever this fucking elephant in the room is, it's something that's very toxic and destructive to this dynamic here. So for prime example, like, it could be things that you're doing on your end, for a perfect example, or it could be things that they're doing on their end, but there's a fucking elephant in the room that is creating tension, conflict, toxicity, and dysfunction to this dynamic here between the two of you. Okay, I'm just going to roll with this reading. But we have the Three of Cups to the Six of Wands. You know, Gemini, see, I don't know, dude, because it's like now I'm starting to kind of see. Because at first I'm just like, why the fuck are we getting this for this person? Like, this makes no sense. Like, why are they looking at Gemini as sometimes they love me, sometimes they don't? Like, I don't understand. But it's like, how do I explain the way that they're looking at you? Like, they look at you like you're a box of chocolates. Let's just start there. They look at you like you're a box of chocolates. Like, they don't know what the heck they're gonna get from you. Like, they don't know if they're gonna get this version of you that just doesn't love them and cares about them and is like 100% done with them. And they don't know if they're gonna get this version of you where you love them and you're crazy about them and you just can't picture nor fathom your life without them. Like, they don't know like which version of you they're going to essentially get. And like I said, it just I'm sorry, but it causes this person to kind of feel like you're playing with their emotions. Now, you may not be doing this intentionally, and you may not even be consciously aware, you know what I mean, that it's causing this person to feel this way. But it's like 1 minute, you want them, the next minute you're just like, get the fuck away from me, you know what I mean? And it's like, and it happens like that with you, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's like a fucking elephant in the room here. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, at this point, I'm kind of at a loss here because it's like, I don't know if like this person is doing something on their end to provoke this reaction out of you, or if this has anything to do with like your past traumas. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, there's a fucking elephant in the room, and it's like, you know that it's there. They know that it's there. But it's the way that you're going about this whole ordeal. It's like, yeah, there's an elephant in the room, but like, who cares? Let's not talk about it. Let's not even look at it. Let's not even like acknowledge it. Let's just move. Let's just drop it. And it's like, wait, why? Like, I'm like, because that's like, let's just say hypothetically speaking, Gemini, that this person like did something, for example, to warrant this version of you to essentially come out. This version of, you know, get away from me. I'm done with you. You know what I mean? Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, that this person did do something. Why are you doing this? Like, that's what, that doesn't make sense to me. Why are you doing this? Like, why are you like, yeah, that happened, but who cares? Like, I don't care. Like, let's just get back to loving one another. Let's just drop it. Like, it's not a big deal. Let's just drop it. And it's just like, but if it's not a big deal, why did you do this? Like, why did you get up and walk away from this person then if it wasn't a big deal? Like, you see what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Like, I'm freaking confused. I'm so confused. Obviously, you would know your situation way better than me, but it's like, I don't know. Like, this relationship is confusing me because it's like, if they did do something that warrant this version of you to come out, which is a version of, I don't care, get away from me, I'm done with you. Just for you to respond and react like this in the end, like, oh, let's just drop it. Let's just not even talk about it. Let's just move past it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. And it's like, then I don't understand, like, why did you do this? Like, I don't know. I'm confused a little bit here. It's like I'm trying to make it make sense in my head, but it's like, I'm confused. How does this person currently feel? Okay. Gemini, this whole you being a box of chocolates, it's causing them to essentially feel like you're basically playing with their emotions and you're not acknowledging how your actions and your behavior are truly hurting them and affecting them. And this dynamic here between the two of you, because this whole 1 minute you want them, the next minute you're just like, get away from me. Like, I don't know, like, it just creates confusion for them, and it causes them to feel like you're playing with their emotions and you're not really taking this relationship seriously. Something about, don't take this the wrong way, I'm going based off according to them, right, and their energy, but there's something about them feeling like they can't have like a conversation with you, or I don't know, how do I explain this? Like, for example, like when like a moment shows up in this dynamic, right, between the two of you, like a moment of adversity shows up within this dynamic between the two of you, according to them and their energy, they're kind of looking at you like you're the type of person that when something bad happens, right, within this dynamic, you're like the type of person to be like, yeah, fuck you, I'm out. You know what I mean? And not sit there and have a conversation with them about it. They don't like that about you. Like, they don't like that about you at all, because like their whole thing is that all of this could have been avoided. You know what I mean? Like, God, how do I explain this? This person kind of feels like instead of you guys constantly breaking up and making up, breaking up and making up, like you could have just had a conversation with them, you know? But that's how they're looking at you. Like, they kind of feel like every time like something happens within this relationship, you're very quick to be like, all right, fuck you, I'm out. You know what I mean? Fuck you, goodbye. You know what I mean? Instead of like having a conversation, you know, with them. And like, you know, working it out with them, you know? I don't know, I just don't feel like this person likes the fact that you're the type of person that's very quick to like give up on them in this dynamic here. And it just causes them to question, like, damn, like, do they really fucking love me? Like, do they really fucking love me? Like, do they really fucking care about me? Because if they do, it's like, damn, like, why are they very quick to fucking get up and leave me? You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what I'm getting. It's not to say that you cannot get angry or upset when something does happen. It's not to say that you don't have a right to get angry and upset. You have the right to get angry and upset. It just kind of looks like this person would prefer that you have a conversation with them instead of hitting them with the energy of fuck you, I'm out. Does that make sense? Like, get mad if you want to. Get real pissy if you want to, Gemini. Which that's kind of scary, considering that you're a Gemini. A mad Gemini is pretty scary to me. I don't know. That's just me, but get mad if you want to. You see what I mean? Get real pissy, honey, if you want to. But their whole thing is, it's like, just don't leave me. You know what I mean? Like, get pissed. Yeah, get real pissed. Cuss me off if you need to, but don't leave me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just their whole thing. If that makes sense. I don't know. All right, what actions? All right. Yeah, no. Like, see, that's the thing. It's like, this to me feels like a vicious cycle. This to me just kind of feels like a vicious cycle. It just does. It just truly does. It's like you go from like, it's like over here we see like, oh my God, like, you know, I love you and I want this to work, and oh my God, you're my everything, and I can't even picture or fathom my life without you, and you know, yeah, you know, let's just drop it, let's just move past whatever happened here, you know, let's just drop it, and then boom, something else happens that like sets you off, and it causes this version of you, the version of you that they basically don't like, in other words, to essentially come out, and then you start falling into this energy of, that's it, I'm done, I'm out, fuck you, goodbye. You know what I mean? And it's like, and then history just continues to repeat itself over and over and over and over and over again. And this to me just kind of feels like a very on and off relationship. And I'm going to say something to you in a second, but let me jump back over to this person. Yeah, it's like you guys are kissing and freaking making up. Look at that. With the King to the Queen of Cups, it's like you guys are kissing and making up in the end. I just kind of feel like moving forward, instead of you being the type that's so quick to get up and walk away from this person and call it quits, they rather you have a conversation with them about it, but then something else is going to show up, right? They're going to do something to piss you off or rub you the wrong way, and instead of you having a conversation with them about it, you're just like, you know what? I'm out. Goodbye. See you later. Not really, you know? And it just, then the history just continues to repeat itself here in this dynamic. Now, what I was going to tell you is this. This is what I was going to tell you. You're somebody who has the ability to know when you're really, 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 really done, okay? You're somebody who obviously has that ability to be able to tell when you're really done with a person, when you're not. And it's just something to just be consciously aware of moving forward, okay, Gemini? This whole you ending things with this individual and then like later on getting back with them, is going to cause this person to not take you seriously, and that's what you do not want. You don't want that, because you could tell this person a million freaking times that you're done with them, but if you run back to them every single freaking time, there's going to come a point in time where they're not going to take you seriously. So then there's going to come a point in time where you're going to hit this person with the whole "I'm done with you," and they're just going to sit there and be like, "Shit, all right, cool, bye, see you later." You know what I mean? Shit, think I care? You know what I mean? You know, they're not going to take you seriously, because there's going to come a point in time where this person's going to like realize like, Gemini's not fucking serious. They're not fucking done with me. You know what I mean? Like, they're not done with me. They're going to fucking come running back to me any fucking way. So I ain't going to worry about it. Matter of fact, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go party. I'm going to go have me a good time. You know what I mean? Because it's only a matter of time before Gemini comes back. So I say all that to say this. You're somebody who knows when you're truly done with a person, when you're not. If there is a small fucking portion of you, Gemini, that feels like you are not done with this person, do not get up and walk away. Exhaust all of your freaking options. Exhaust all of your options. But don't get up and leave. Because what's the point? If you're just gonna like run back, you know what I mean? So like this person, then there's no point. Like, and I get it, the whole like dealing with somebody who puts you through things that you don't necessarily like or does things to I get all of that, and I understand that. But if you're just gonna get up and walk away from this person to just run back to them, it's like, you should have stayed. You should have stayed. You should have just stayed then. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It's like, I highly encourage you to either find the strength and the courage within yourself to walk away for good and never revisit this connection ever again, or sit in this relationship and exhaust all your options and try to make the dynamic between the two of you work. Because when you do that, and you do decide, you know, to eventually get up and walk away, you know you've did everything in your fucking power to make this dynamic between the two of you work. But I feel like that's what keeps you coming back, is every time y'all break up or whatever the case may be, you know, you start kind of thinking back on this decision that you made, and then you start thinking to yourself, you know what, I shouldn't have went about it this way, I shouldn't have went about it that way. You know what, and on top of that, now I think about it, I still love them, and I still want to make this relationship work. So let me go back. You know what I mean? It's like, don't make decisions when you're mad, is basically what I'm saying. Don't make decisions when you're mad. And I feel like that's what happens, right? Is that like, when this person does something to piss you off and dry hump your last nerve, you know what I mean? It's like, you're very quick to be like, all right, peace, see you later. Not really, just to run back to them. For that, you might as well stay, exhaust all of your options. So that way, when this person does push you to that point where you don't even have any other ounce within you to make this dynamic between the two of you work, I promise you, when you get up and walk away, it's going to be very fucking easy, and you're not going to be heartbroken when you do it. You know what I mean? Because every time you get up and walk away from this person, it breaks your heart to do so. It leaves you in a great deal of pain. You know what I mean? But I promise you, if you sat in this relationship, exhausted all of your options, no matter how fucking pissed you are, you know what I mean? You sit there and you exhaust all your options, and you do everything that you can to make this dynamic that the two of you share with one another work, and they still continue to upset you or piss you off or whatever the case may be, when it is time for you to get up and walk away, I promise you, you're not going to be heartbroken. I promise you, you're not going to care. But because you're still invested, you know, and because you still want this is what keeps you like running back to this person over and over again, because you didn't exhaust all your options. You didn't do X, Y, and Z to try to see, well, if I do this, will this work? If I do that, will that work? It's either you're going to find the strength and the courage within yourself to walk away from this relationship for good and break this vicious cycle, or you're not. But if you don't do that, I highly recommend that you just stay. No matter how upset you are, no matter how angry you are, just stay and think of everything that you could possibly think of to try to make this dynamic between the two of you work. And if in the event this person continues to do whatever the hell they continue to do on their end, you know what I mean? When it is time for you to get up and walk away, you'll know it, because you won't have you won't have the desire to keep fighting anymore. And when you do decide to get up and walk away, you'll never revisit this ever again, because you did everything that you fucking could. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. It's like, there's no point of running in the opposite direction of this relationship if you're just going to run back. And the thing is that over time, they're not going to take you seriously, Gemini. Like, the more you do this, the more they're going to start to look at you like, they're not fucking done with me. They're going to fucking run back to me. It's only a matter of time. I'm not even tripping. I'm not even worried about it. You know what I mean? And you don't want that. You do not want that. You don't want to be with somebody who looks at you when you tell them that's it, I'm done with you, and then just be like, psh, all right, whatever. Okay, sure. All right, well, good to know. I'm gonna go party though. See you later. You don't want that. You do not want that. And it's like that's like the path that you're kind of going down here, because every time you do this, it causes them to then realize like, oh, wait a minute, they're not really done with me. Like, they're not. They're not. They're not. So I'm not gonna take them seriously. You don't want that. You definitely don't want that. All right. So that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.